Hello there! The time has come for a new tutorial. This time I decided to pay a closer look to the weapon most commonly used by counter-terrorists, M4A4. It is a universal firearm yielding good results in any conditions. The only setback of this weapon in comparison with AK-47 is a noticeably lower killing power, which results in the fact that one shot in the head is not enough to kill the enemy when he has a bulletproof vest and a helmet equipped. Let's have a look at the recoil in all four ways of shooting. Full auto. As you may see, recoil is not as bad as in the case of AK-47. The first three bullets hit more or less the same spot. Then recoil drags the weapon upwards, while the bullets go sideways. In order to compensate for the recoil, you have to gradually lower the crosshair and steer it sideways, as is shown in the slow motion. Single shots. As we see, all the bullets hit the same spot. You have to keep in mind, however, that good precision is guaranteed only while staying in one place, not during running. Two-bullet series. One might say that this is just a variation of single-shot mode. Both bullets hit the same spot, while the rule remains the same. The shooter must remain in a stationary position. 3 to 7 bullet series. In order to benefit from this way of shooting, you have to lower the crosshair after the third or fourth shot, so that the recoil looks more or less this way. As is our habit, we will examine how each of the aforementioned types of shooting presents itself during the deathmatch. We'll also have a look at all pros and cons. Let's first examine a single shooting technique. As in the case of AK-47, this type of shooting pays off at greater distances, while allowing you to stay in constant motion. Yet due to the lower power of this weapon, it is not as effective as its counterpart used by terrorists. One also has to remember to constantly lower the crosshair in case of shorter periods between shooting in order to compensate for the recoil. Among the advantages there are the following: low recoil, low usage of ammo, and high mobility. Minuses, on the other hand, are as follows. At least 2 shots are required to kill an opponent. The player has to be more skilled to master this way of shooting. In 2-bullet series, a gun performs almost in the same way as it was previously described. Likewise, this technique is used at longer distances. We're in disposal of the same precision and nearly identical mobility, yet we strafe in a more predictable manner, in fixed intervals of time. One has to maintain stationary position while shooting. Advantages of this way of shooting are low recoil, low usage of ammunition, and high mobility. From the minuses, there is just one. Player has to possess a certain skill level to perform well at this type of shooting. 3 to 7 bullet series are perhaps the most applied type of shooting. M4 has ideal characteristics for putting this technique to use. It pays off mostly at middle and short distances, whenever there springs up a need of quick disposal of an opponent. There are 2 setbacks you have to be aware of, though. A continuous managing of recoil is required. Ammunition is spent at a higher rate. The optimal aiming spot while using this technique would be the upper part of the chest. Then, even with bad recoil management, last shots have a greater chance of scoring us a headshot. You have to remain in one place to perform the shooting. That was it, mates. If you enjoyed the movie, give us a thumb up and subscribe. Links to the other playlists are provided below the video in the description. Stay tuned.